Welcome! My name is Emma. I'll start today off with a cleanse. I think this is white musk scented. We can take a deep breath. I'm in my boyfriend's apartment today, and I'm literally just wearing a sweater and the same pants as yesterday, so nothing fancy to show. I have this little incense holder here. I made it. I made it for my boyfriend. I'm actually really proud of this. It's looking a bit dusty. I mean, it's an incense holder, so ash gets on it. It's here to be used. Nothing wrong with that. Today, I want to talk about comparison. I catch myself a lot of the time when I am doing something that maybe isn't aligned to my highest good. It isn't what I want to be doing in the moment. And you can't always do what you want to do, so I'm not angry at myself, but I always catch myself thinking, oh, well, this person isn't doing it, so that's just fine. Oh, well, that person isn't doing it, so I'm just fine. Or that person's doing this, so it makes what I'm doing better. And as humans, we use other people to make ourselves feel better a lot of the time. But at the end of the day, I truly don't believe it actually makes us feel better. We're just using it as an excuse. And excuses don't really, it's not going to fulfill you the same way as just doing what you want to do would. It's a habit that a lot of us have, but if you truly want to feel fulfilled, if you truly want to be happy, you have to set your own goals and not let anybody or anything from the outside world contribute to how you feel about it. Because you're not going to be able to grow, you're not going to be able to change, nothing's going to be different if you keep doing the same. I talked about that in another video. I think it's my one called Balance, if you want to go look at that. If you want things to be different, you have to do something different for yourself. You can't make excuses because somebody else isn't doing what you're doing, or somebody else isn't doing what you want to do, but that's because they're a whole nother person. They don't have the same ambitions, passions, wants, life paths as you do. So of course, say you want to go to the gym, but your younger brother doesn't go to the gym. So you're saying, oh, well, my younger brother doesn't go to the gym, so I'm doing just fine. But you're just making an excuse, and you're not. If you just went to the gym and did it for you, you would feel fantastic. It would be filled with self-love. But since you're comparing and you're using someone else to put yourself above, you don't get anything good out of it. Another example, say you were supposed to have a super productive day, but your husband or your partner, they decided they were having a chill day. And you ended up not having a productive day, you didn't do anything you said you were going to do, and you're feeling kind of down about it, and you say, oh, well, my husband didn't do anything, so I'm just fine. But all those things that didn't get done still didn't get done. Your goals that you have for that day are still not fulfilled. What I'm trying to get at is you can't let other people dictate how you live your life. The other person didn't do what you wanted to do because they're not you. Maybe they would have done it a different day, a different month. Maybe it's just not for them at all. So you can't use somebody else as an excuse for something that you want to do. And this also goes for, it's not just using other people as your excuse or comparing. It also goes for beating down on yourself as well. Social media has made this a big problem. You see somebody went on a vacation, or you see somebody's bikini pic, or somebody makes their life look so much more lively, look more perfect, that you go, well, why doesn't my life look like that? Why am I not getting those things that I've truly ever so desire, and somebody else is getting them. And it kind of makes you feel envious. And, envious is just because you're scared that you're not going to be able to get what you want. If you look at someone's life on social media and you look at their real life, they will almost look like polar opposites. Somebody's not posting the negatives of their life, they're only posting the positives and probably even making the situation look better than it actually is. And social media is a great way to share positivity, to just show yourself and self-expression, but that's not how people take it. People look at it and they go, I want that body. I want to be like that. I want to be like this. But the only way to be happy is to be like you. You can't constantly be looking outside of yourself for ways to change you, for excuses to make, to beat down on yourself, to feed into your own insecurities. In order to change all those things, you have to look inward to see what you truly want, the life that you truly want, the desires that you truly have, not what everybody else says is desirable, not what social media is portraying, not what society wants. You have to look at what you want. When you compare yourself to someone, there is little self-love in those moments. Because everybody's perspective, everybody's life is so incredibly different that it's not even fair to yourself to be comparing you to somebody else, because they didn't have your life, they didn't have your upbringing, they didn't experience the things you did at all. So you can't expect yourself to be like them when you're not them. You can expect yourself to be like you. You can build your own expectations. You can build your own goals. You can build your own ambitions. You can post your own photos on social media that make you feel good. But in order for you to have the fulfillment of doing all those things, you have to let go of comparing yourself to others. Because, if you're starting out in a sport, but you're comparing your technique, your ability to an Olympian, then you're gonna get nowhere, because you're trying to be something you're not. And you can definitely get there. You can 100% get there. Everybody can. But you're not gonna be able to move forward until you move forward with self-love. Because even if you do get there, even if you do become the Olympian, you haven't taught yourself how to love yourself. You haven't taught yourself to be happy in the moment, so you're always looking for more. You're always looking to be further satisfied with yourself, when you could sit down and realize how far you've already come, how much you've already done. I have this friend, and when I first met her, I felt a little bit envious, and I felt a little bit jealous of her, because she was so effortlessly outgoing. She was so effortlessly herself. But I had to realize that we have lived completely different lives. Of course, everybody has their own trauma, but I've lived a very intense life of trauma, and in different ways than she has, so I wasn't able at the time to show up as confident as she is. I definitely can now, because I've worked on myself and I've given myself self-love, but she already had that all her life. She already had that confidence to just be herself. I didn't. I had to teach that to myself. And as I got to know her more, I realized that she wasn't confident all the time. She wasn't herself all the time. And that's just because she's a human being. But our friendship has shown me the true sides of her, the human parts of her, instead of the parts that she shows others. You can know someone briefly and you think their life is perfect, but as soon as you know them more, you kind of see how their brain works. And you go, oh, they are just a human being, and we are more similar than I thought we were. That was a very long time ago, but yeah, she's one of my best friends. I love her. Can't properly grow without self-love. If you have a hole in you, you stuff it with self-love. If you want to change something, you stuff it with self-love and watch yourself flourish. It's like you're taking care of a plant. And you can't look at your life and compare it to someone else's. During this journey, don't look at anybody else's path, anybody else's journey, anybody else's anything, because you're you, and you're the only person who's ever been you. So do things how you want to. Do things that other people might think are crazy or stupid, but if they make sense to you, they make sense to you. Don't base your life around other people. That's all I have for you today. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you.